Let's say I'm Priyanka and I'm back again with my new chapter, A King's Tale. King Arthur was a king of Britain several hundred of years ago. He was very popular and brave king. There are many legends about him. The following tale is an adaptation from the ancient Arthurian legends. Many hundred of years ago, England was ruled by a king called Arthur Pendragon. The king, who was a friend and protector to all his people, was fair to everyone. The people of Britain lived in peace and happiness, tending their folks and tilling their fields. King Uttar Pendragon had married the beautiful lady Legrina and had a son. This child was their heir to royal throne. The king and the queen died soon after the baby was born. It was difficult time. Many of the king opponents were looking to seize the throne. King Arthur Pendragon had two wise counselors, Merlin and a prophet as a magician, and the brave knight Sir Ulfius. They were greatly trusted with the royal families. When the king and queen were no more, the two counselors met Sir Ector, the trustworthy, the loyal subject of the king, on a cold and windy night. They placed in his hand a baby wrapped in a scarlet cloak. Merlin said, "We order you and your wife to bring up this child as though he were not our own son. The boy is to be called Arthur," Sir Ulfius said. Sir Ector, being a true knight, asked no question and promised to obey his late king counselors. As Merlin and Sir Ulfius had feared, trouble broke in Britain after passing away the king. The barons were fighting among themselves and plotting to capture the throne. Britain was in the grip of lawlessness. Travelers were regularly robbed, the peasants were unhappy. In the home of Sir Ector, Arthur, the son of the late king, was spending his boyhood in happiness and safety. As he grew older, he became gentle, strong, handsome, and good like his father, Arthur Pendragon. 18 years passed. Britain was overthrown by bitter rivalry. None of the fighting barons have managed to become the king. The people longed from old days to peace and prosperity under Arthur Pendragon. It was Christmas time, a time of festivity. But all around Britain, people were hungry, cold, and frightened. One day in the churchyard, people found a large stone on which was fixed a magnificent sword. Upon the stone, in gold letters, was inscribed, "Whoever pulls the sword is by right of birth the King of England." Immediately, the eager barons who belonged to became the king just all along themselves to lift the sword. None succeeded. The sword remained fixed on the stone. It was Arthur, at the age of 18, who succeeded in lifting the sword for the first time. The barons were angry and disappointed. They demanded a test. Upon a bright May morning, a great trial took place in the presence of many people. There were the presents of craftsmen, merchants, and all the wealthy barons. In front of everyone, Arthur's legend young lifted the sword easily. The crowd hailed him as the king. After becoming the king of England, Arthur's first duty was to secure peace in England. He was helped by wise Merlin. Like his father, Arthur was concerned about the good of common people. King Arthur fought battles so that no one could ill treat the humbleness of his subject. King Arthur has lost his royal sword in the battle. One day Merlin took him to the valley of sweet smelling flowers. At the edge of the plain there was a deep lake. As Arthur approached the lake, a beautiful arm with golden bracelet rose from the water. The hand held a sword set with rubies and emeralds. "With this is an Excalibur," Merlin said. "One only an honest and fearless knight who protects the common people can possess this sword." King Arthur accepted the enchantment sword from the mysterious hand appearing from the depth of lake. "I shall never use this magic sword for my personal benefit," King Arthur declared. King Arthur could give peace and prosperity to the England. The greedy barons were unhappy with King Arthur because he was gentle and just. He married the beautiful lady Guinevere, the daughter of the King of Cornwall. On the wedding day, Merlin took him to the richly gilded pavilion painted crimson in dark blue. The floor was marble. In the middle of the room was a huge round oak table, richly carved, capable of sitting 50 people. There was a famous round table around the gathered King Arthur devoted knights. These knights promised that they will help the helpless. Be gentle to the weak and punish the wicked. To keep his vows, the knight undertook countless hazardous adventures. The story of his goodness and kindness spread throughout the country. King Arthur ruled for many years and grew old with time. Many of his trusted knights had perished during his adventures. The king gave him his magic sword and Excalibur to be a trusted knight. As the king commanded, the knight threw the sword into the lake, aimed the flame of the sweet smelling flowers. Beautiful arm rose from the lake, caught the sword, and disappeared in the green depth of water. The knight came and told the king what had happened. The king Arthur smiled. He instructed his people to put him on the barrage in an hour of twilight. With tearful eyes, everyone bade goodbye to the old king, and Bart sailed with him towards the setting sun. Thank you.